And it looks like we are live. Hello.
Hi, ladies.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Time of the Week,
where we always talk watches.
And occasionally drink wine, which I actually have today.
I did my Tuesday special and drank too much last night. You know what? I've got
all the time.
I know. I got a bottle of wine, and I was like, well, if I have half last night and half tonight, then that would just balance out. And I didn't finish the whole bottle, but very nearly. And then today I'm like, I don't need wine today. I just get too excited.
What is the bottle? What is it? Is it a red? Is it a white?
A white Sauvignon. Okay. Yeah.
So that just goes down so easily normally, though.
I know. And then I was like kind of working, and then I had the football on in the background, and I just had a glass of wine, and I was like a little bit of a sip, and then
and then it's gone. I know. Did the same thing the other night. I was like, you know what? I made dinner. Then I was like, I'm gonna have a glass of wine. Okay, maybe I'll have like one more. And then the bottle was gone, and I was like, oops.
Yeah.
Literally how it happens.
And this morning I was like, I'm so foggy. Why am I so foggy?
Yep.
Good. Yeah.
Oh,
so anyway.
I won't do. Yeah, where I won't input.
Go on, Lucy. Drink it.
I smashed off a bottle of wine, white wine, and didn't even realise that I'd got to the bottom. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll have a beer then.
Maybe there's a hole at the bottom.
I think that's what it is, yeah. But it's just been... This was back when it was a bit warmer, so it was so muggy, it just evaporated.
It evaporated, yeah.
Nothing to do with the copious amounts of like craft beer and stuff that I've been drinking.
Didn't even notice. Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't going to drink today, and then everyone at work was just stupid. Mm-hmm. So I was like, no, I'm going to open the wine today.
Oh. Well, that can kind of tie into we'll do half and half. So our second half, we're going to talk about working in the watch industry. We're going to find Lucy her perfect job.
I'm going to get some ideas for a future career move.
Yay!
Yay! At what point do we reveal our most important bit of news? Well, not most important. Well, yeah, most important bit of news.
I think we should probably start with that.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's been a while since we've been a trio. We've been Charlie's Angels, and that is all because of that one there. That troublesome thing. Do you want to tell them your exciting news?
Yes. Well, so we kind of mentioned it a little, like on one of the last episodes I was on, but like I hadn't started yet. But I work at Breitling now. I work at a boutique in Beverly Hills, California, and it is so much fun. It is so cool. I've been really enjoying my time. I work with really cool people, and the people that I meet and I've sold watches to are like super cool, really nice people that like really want to take their time and learn about the watch or just get a new watch for the day. It's been really, really fun.
That's awesome. Yeah. All that shit you've been talking about Breitling.
I literally, karma, honestly, I got offered this job and I found out it was Breitling and I was like, fuck, I talked a lot of shit. This isn't the best, but it's okay. I'll make it work. And I remember one of the episodes that we did. If you could go back and listen, we talked about one of our favorite watch brands, but like some pieces that just kind of missed. They just weren't the best. And I talked major crap about an emergency. And if you haven't seen it, I mean, it's a rough looking watch. It's 51 millimeters. It's huge.
Yeah.
And literally last week I sold one to a guy. Yeah. So
yeah.
Did you ask what he needed it for?
So he got it for like a friend of his that was a pilot and he was retiring and he wanted
a Breitling emergency.
Mind you, it was $20,000 on
bracelet.
No. Yeah.
What? For
who are these people?
Titanium?
For titanium, black titanium.
gifting out $20,000
just like that. I mean, he handed his credit card like, boom, let's do it.
Like it was £20. So depressing.
Pretty crazy.
Also, if his friend's retiring, does that mean that he's not going to be flying?
You would assume. So I'm not sure what he's
Yeah, so he might not actually need it anymore.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe like in his free time, he might like go pick up a plane or something. But yeah, I guess that was his gift you wanted. And yeah, it was like crazy. I don't know, Sam, if you remember like the case that it comes in. It comes in like a yellow looking toolbox thing. And it was...
Which I said in the chat. Have you guys seen the Invicta watch boxes?
Yeah.
They look like kids' toy like toolboxes.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. Sorry.
Has it still got the little thing that you put the watch you put the watch on it and it tests the antenna?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't in there. But yeah,
technology's changed from the 15 years ago.
It's been it was fun. It was really cool because like I had 2 people ask me about an emergency, and I was like, I mean, yeah, we have them, but they were like at a different store, so like we could pick it up, you know, and like transfer it. And I was like, why are people asking me about an emergency? Like, it's such a rare, weird watch. That's like, it's not like an everyday watch. But I sold it. I really got my acting skills in there too. And went,
oh yeah,
this is the amazing, perfect watch for a retirement. Perfect.
Yeah, so like when you get dementia and you get lost or something, you can like get tracked down.
You never know. Yeah.
I mean, if this guy is rich enough to drop 20k on a watch just for his friend, I'm sure his pilot friend probably has his own home plane.
Yeah.
He's just not going to be paid to do it now.
Right.
Yeah.
For him.
Yeah. Or maybe the friend wants like free flights. Like maybe he's like friends retiring from commercial flying, but has got his own plane, and it's like, hey, if I buy you a watch, can you now fly me around?
Not a bad idea.
20k is a good few rounds, I think, round trip.
I see you, guy.
Yeah.
Good job.
I like that.
Amazing news. I look forward to lots and lots of pictures of new releases and events.
Yeah. And was it you were in the campaign advert that they did?
I was. I got hired at a really good time because they did an event to release the Iron Man watch at our store. And so there was a whole camera crew, tons of photographers, like the CEO was there, everyone was there. And the camera people, we were working obviously, and the camera people said, "Hey, would you mind being in the footage? Like we might put you in the footage." And I was like, yeah, sure. But my mind was like, they're probably going to cut it out. Like they took tons and tons of photos and of video. And then the next 2 days, they released, some people were sending me this. It was Ricky. One of them sent me a screenshot of the video. He's like, is this you? I was like, yes, that's me. Yeah. So I was in the little release commercial for the watch since it happened at our store. So yeah, that was fun. And I also do the Instagram for them too. So you should follow the Instagram.
Yeah. Or if you thought that's strange, why is Breitling Beverly Hills now following me on Instagram?
I did think that, and then I was like, hold on, wait a minute. It took me a while to put the 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. I literally was like, they don't follow anybody. I was like, well, let's get interaction. Let's follow people. Yeah. So
I know people in the UK.
Yeah, of course. You never know.
Yeah.
Wait, did you know what we've done yet?
Wrist check.
Wrist check.
Okay, we did.
Okay.
10 minutes in. To be fair though, Sam's news is pretty epic. So.
Yeah. Okay, well in that case, I'm going to jump in, and in honor of Sam's news, I'm wearing Breitling Navitimer 8. I love it. Actually, and again, I slagged off Breitling when they brought out the new Navitimers, but nothing like a Navitimer. And I was like, they can't call them a Navitimer. It's not a Navitimer. but I'm getting over it. It's fine.
know.
And I do quite like this watch, and the blue on it's really nice as well. So
Yeah, it is gorgeous. I love that blue.
yeah,
Good choice.
Lucy.
I wearing it.
Today I am sporting. I'm really getting into these borrowed bezels. I have a vintage Amiga Seamaster today with a beautiful patina dial.
Was it like all tropical?
I think originally it was black, maybe, but it's like a brown speckled shade now. I'll pop some pop some pictures up, but it's beautiful.
That's really nice.
Absolutely
I love that.
beautiful. Super cute.
Good borrowed one. Speaking of borrowed, he doesn't know, but I am borrowing a Zodiac Super Seawolf. The blue one.
Yes.
Yes. Love this one. It's on a Beads of Rice bracelet today. Love it. He doesn't know I borrowed it.
Very
So
cool.
I am absolutely loving their new lime white dials, like their tropical fun dials. I love them so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My boyfriend got
me
his
too.
hands on one actually, and he likes it too. It's really fun. It's just completely different from this one. It's just a completely different feel. The white dial is really good in the bezel, but that pop of green is really fun. Lime, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, such good for summer. Like such a good watch for summer.
What one? Lots of people in the chat. Caitlin's in the chat. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, hello everybody.
Diver. Yeah.
Honestly,
Julian,
every time I see Daily Diver, all I think in my head is Holy Diver. Half of you won't even know what band that is.
What is it?
Probably I should not have done that, but yeah, that's what I think in my head. And Paul, who I borrowed this off, said was originally a black gilt dial.
Oh, lovely!
Thanks,
yeah.
Paul.
Oh, love it. Right, we've got some watch news, new releases.
Yeah, it's been a while since we really talked much about new releases, so.
Yeah,
might get repetitive for some of you listeners.
I've already read all of Hodinkee. I've listened to Scottish Watches. I've heard all of it already. I've listened to 10 and 2.
This is a totally different view because it's with me, it's with wine. So
there we go.
It's different. Which one should we go for first? We got.
Sorry, I was gulping wine.
Don't ever apologize for that. we should like have audio like as well, edited, just like the glugging of the bottles.
Take your time, enjoy.
Oh yes. Yeah. Shall we start with I guess the most recent Tudor? Is that most recent?
If you got
we'll start with Tudor.
Okay.
If anyone's actually got it up on their screen.
I do. If you don't,
I don't.
Okay, let me find it.
I think
it's probably the one that I know least about.
I had the Hodinkee one up, but go for it. Go on.
I've lost it now. Always the same. Okay, I've got watch list.
Yeah, we've been doing this for like over 6 months now, and we still just can't quite grasp. We're getting difficulties.
Okay, so I'm quite undecided about this. So we've got the Tudor Black Bay 58 Bronze Boutique Edition. So the Black Bay we all know and love. The Bronze, which has mixed views, the Boutique Edition. So I'm not sure I don't know if it's actually limited, but it's going to be tricky to get your hands on.
I think it'll probably be like boutique initially, and then potentially roll out
over
to the
time.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know how to feel about it either. I think the dial's cool. I like the dial color. It's very different. It's not like a ugly brown. It's a very, I don't even know how to describe it. It's very different. And what we've been seeing, like with Oris, they've been doing a lot of like just the bronze cases with the bracelets. I think it's cool. I just don't know how it would look in person.
Yeah.
And then like it's only boutique available. I don't know anywhere where there's just a Tudor boutique. I know like
I got
ADs,
confused about this. Yeah.
I know where there's a ton of ADs that sell Tudor around me, but I don't know anywhere here, even in California, that they sell this. So I have no idea how people are going to get their hands on it. I
think over here it's like Watches of Switzerland. So it's like I think there's even like Rolex. I think like Rolex over here are still, Rolex boutiques over here are still Watches of Switzerland. So I think it might be the same. But like, yeah, there's maybe a few in London. Yeah, I like the dial, like the bezel, not too sure about the bezel. And actually a lot of pictures look quite different. So here it looks quite nice. Some actual boutique, photos that people have taken in the boutiques, it doesn't look as nice. But then I have seen some, daylight photos where people have bought the watch, and I've been really pleased with it as well.
Yeah, I've seen pictures where it looks like super gold. Like it's very, very shiny gold. So I don't know. Like you said, boutique lighting usually is trash. So it might just be that. But don't know.
Yeah. I like the 369.
Yeah. I like that bit. It looks a lot better on the strap.
I agree.
Than the bracelet. It's just a lot. And I don't, from a lot of the pictures that I've seen, I don't like the tone of bronze that they've used. It looks green.
Right.
To me, it looks like it's got a tint of green in it. Mm-hmm. And I've got a bronze watch. I love my bronze watch. I'm not a fan of this at all.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yeah. I think with the bronze and then the browny greenish dial.
Yeah.
I think those just clash so much. Like the green one that they did. And is it green? Like the green and the gold.
Yeah.
That shading, like those sort of tones complement each other.
Yeah, the blue Baccarat as well. Because what's that? Oh, that's the fifth. Is that the same watch? That's not the same watch, is it? That's where I got confused when I was trying to look earlier.
I think
that's the first.
Could be.
I think they did a bronze with the black
blue.
Yeah. But okay. Was there any comments in the chat?
Catelyn said, hoping the bronze trend ends soon, except for the new Hamilton. That watch is pretty sexy. 100% agree.
Yeah.
Love that Hamilton.
Yeah.
So good.
It's just balanced better. I think it's just the case. It's everything about it. It just looks way better.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we like it. We're just not going to buy it, and if you like it, then that's great.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion.
Yeah.
There's even a market out there for Invicta. So.
Didn't Adrian get a load of grief? He like shot the counterfeit watch, and then all the people
was absolutely brilliant.
I thought so too.
Have you ever seen the guy who literally blends anything?
Mm-hmm.
He's put like watches and phones and stuff. I was like, this is next level. Like you saw the blending video and you thought, nah, I'm gonna go one better.
We're in Scotland.
Shoot watches.
Yeah,
it was epic. But he got loads of crap for that.
I thought it was great. It's just people get very butthurt because they probably have that same watch and they're like, why would you do that? That's so mean.
If he had reworded it instead of fake watches,
right?
He had have said
homage. Oh dear!
But that's literally what they are. They have like Rolex and stuff on the dial.
Yeah,
right.
and
it's not real, so it's fake.
It is an homage.
Not okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what we got next? Watch MGF and Tick Tick Room are saying Zenith. I also have that to hand. Shall I?
Do yeah,
grab
show.
that up? I think this is probably. Oh, I can't even say it's my
So I
favorite.
don't know much about this one.
So,
I don't know about much about this one yet.
On Hidinky. So we have got the Zenith Chronomaster original is back in stainless steel and 38mm. So the original A386 was one of the first automatic chronographs in 1969, and from the sounds of it, they I think it's 2001, also 2019. Zenith did a revival, but it was only in precious metal and limited and sold out. So I think the Zenith enthusiasts are kind of happy that they have done this sort of re-edition, but it's in stainless steel and not limited. And I love the original, so yeah, I'm really excited for this. It's got, I believe, it's got the hundredths of a second El Primero movement as well, which whizzes, the chronograph whizzes around.
1/10.
Yeah, oh sorry, 1/10. Yeah, and which I love the mechanics of it, but it does make me a little bit dizzy. So I probably, if I got the watch, I probably wouldn't have the chrono running quite so much. And it is also available in gold, yellow gold, and in the reverse panda.
It's rose gold, I think.
Oh, sorry, rose gold, probably. Yeah.
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 I really like the look of the reverse panda. Like, it just like looks so vintage to me for some reason. I don't know why, but I love it.
Yeah. No,
I don't
definitely.
know about it on the bracelet. I don't know with the polished center links. I don't know. I'd have to see again, another one that you'd have to see in person. I love the rose gold though.
Yeah.
I do really like the rose gold.
Sort of the 3 coloured subs, I think, sort of
Makes it pop.
Pops more on the rose gold. But just even on the steel, it's Al pops. Even on the steel, I love it.
Brodinky has ruined so many like sayings that just automatically come out of our mouths. I'm like, it really makes the dial pop, and in my head I'm just thinking, Brodinky would be like shaking his head right now
as we speak about it. Yeah,
it wears so much smaller, but no, it really does.
It does. I swear. I'm making this up.
What's the price? So
I don't know.
Movement. 1/10 second chrono.
It's 38 mil.
There we go.
Which is like perfect size for everybody, I think.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
8,400 on the strap or 9,000 on the bracelet for the steel. But yeah,
that's not bad.
19,000 for rose gold. More than double the cost for a rose gold. The only thing they're changing is the case.
Yeah. It's not even a bracelet. Rose gold bracelet.
Yeah.
People, come on.
we want to buy them. That's pretty. Yeah. Okay, that's my favourite.
Paul very nicely said 7.5K ish. You're slightly off, which means you might as well get an original from 1969.
Yeah.
If you like vintage. If you don't like vintage, you like modern watches, because a lot of people do. I know not everyone is into their vintage pieces.
And also, I think if you had an original from 1969, you probably wouldn't want to wear it daily or out and about as much. Whereas this one, you could wear this often. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, cool. I like it.
Arthur likes the rose gold too. Perfect. Good taste. Good taste.
Definitely. Cool. What else we got?
I was going to talk about MB&F real quick.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure we could talk about MB&F all day.
Oh my gosh.
But go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Just have like a show dedicated to MB&F.
I haven't put it on Instagram yet, but I did actually buy an MB&F the other week.
An MB&F what?
Well, not a watch.
It was like, I thought we were doing this together, Sam. We were in this together.
She went solo. She went rogue.
Yeah. I remember.
Oh my god.
But anyway,
Sorry.
right, okay, I'll reveal that another time about my purchase. But yes, this watch.
Yes,
love it.
the Legacy Machine Flying T, unlocking the feminine side of MBNF. I know we've said it a million times. We don't love diamonds on our watches just to make it ladies or whatever. This is hot. I'm sorry. This is good. I freaking love it. Yeah, let's see how many diamonds there is. I'm not sure how many diamonds there is on the case.
I think I read it was like 168.
A few.
Yeah. So the case is 18 karat white gold with the diamonds, or depending on which model. There's also the 18 karat red gold.
So I think they had the 3 initially. They added another one this year. And then this is like the latest addition to it, the malachite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then it's 38.5 by 20. So I think that's a really good size. It's not going to be over bulky at all on your wrist. 60-second flying tourbillon. So cool. Really, really awesome.
Actually, I didn't realize until today that there's a diamond on top of the tourbillon as well. So it's like where it's vertical movement that's got tourbillon, and then there's a diamond on the very top of it which rotates with the tourbillon.
Oh my, yeah, right there.
Oh my god, there is.
That is cool. And the case back, I love these case backs. They are like mesmerizing to watch.
Yeah.
They are amazing. Yes, so cool.
So
Inspired by
good.
women.
I love them.
So cool. Yeah, there's this version where it has the whole diamonds on the whole like face of it.
It's extra.
It's insane. It's insane.
So extra. Yeah, I think this model was the first one they ever released specifically with women in mind.
Yeah.
I think they say for women, but you know what we're like here. We're we're quite fluid with it. Yeah.
Yep.
But this green dial is malachite. So it's like extra.
I've always said I could never decide which one from. I think there's 7 of them now, and I could never decide which one I would go for. And I think even with the green dial, I just couldn't. Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I'd want all 7. One for every day of the week.
It's so good. I can't get over them. I saw new pictures yesterday. I was like, what? This is too good. What are you guys doing over there?
Wow.
I know. Yeah. I love it.
I think it might be the second watch I buy if I come into like crazy money.
Yeah.
Because I've also just seen the new de Bethune as well.
Yeah.
I think that would have to be my first purchase, and then straight after, literally just straight after, an MBNF.
But I would want to go to Dubai, go to the Mad Gallery, and just have like a mad weekend in Dubai, and then pick up the watch. That'd be so cool.
I was like, hey Max, can you come out to Dubai? I'll fly you out. Just want the full experience.
I want the whole party. Who's Scottish Watches that's in Dubai? Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Ralph,
yeah.
Ralph's
he looks like he's having a lovely time over there. Yes. Love it. Okay, right. We are at half an hour. Do we want another new release, or do we want to move on to? We've got time for one more.
Do the last one.
Yeah.
Last one on our list anyway.
Oh, hang on. Which one? The Breitling.
Yeah.
Breitling. Who's got that up?
Yeah. I'm requesting it. You have to click accept on the share screen, Sam.
It's because I have my screen reduced, so it goes at the bottom and I can't see it. Okay.
I'm trying to show the people.
Technology, I can't do it.
Yeah, so obviously we were like, me personally, I've not been the biggest fan of Breitling and their releases up until more recently, when they've actually started rolling stuff out that I'm like, okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
this Pastel Paradise collection, what is it? Their capsule collection.
Mhm.
I think is so cool, so fun, and I love the shades of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely love them. So what have we got here? So the ones in the Pastel collection are, so you've got Aquamarine, Ice Latte, the White, Mint Green, and you have the, I guess the white one with the multicolored indices.
Rainbow.
Yeah, the rainbow.
Like the rainbowy, pridey type one.
Yeah.
Which for some reason is more expensive than the other two.
It's limited. That's why.
Just because it's limited.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, why isn't Sam talking about this? Like, this should be her forte. But I suppose it is a bit.
What size they are.
They're 38 millimeters.
All right, calm down. 100-meter wall resistance.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Are they
I
rubber
should
straps? No,
I
they're
should
like
watch them.
canvasy, aren't they?
Look at canvas start. So I love. I love all of them actually. Can't afford them. But I actually quite like the Ice Latte. Like I think it's a cool shade. I'm gonna kick on this one.
like it.
Really good summer colours.
Yeah.
I can only picture wearing it in LA.
Yes.
What, you go and pick up an Ice Latte?
Oh, yeah. Everyone does.
Obviously. So the strap is calfskin leather, curved spring bar, 18 mil, tapered down to 16, and a folding clasp. So
I tell you what, we might, Lucy, we might not be able to afford the strap, but I bet the watch, but I bet that strap would look nice on other watches.
yeah, that shade. Ooh, yeah.
Mhm.
we could always buy the strap.
Yes.
This is a Breitling strap, actually.
Don't you know?
I quite like the orange strap on the rainbow one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love. Big fan. Actually, what do you guys think?
Sam, have you seen them?
I haven't seen them yet. They haven't come in yet. This release was weird. It wasn't like we got them like prior to like the actual release. So haven't seen them yet. Maybe next week we should get them in, and I'll send pictures. But I love them. I've always loved. I love the 42 millimeter version of the 57s. Those are really fun, but I love the colors that they brought. I mean, they are marketed towards women, which is awesome, but they don't have, diamonds in them. They're not a quartz movement. It's a B10 movement with a 42 power reserve. So it's like an actual watch, and it's like fun. I think even guys are going to go for this because they're just like fun colors.
Yeah.
Like, why not?
I like this advertising. And on their Instagram as well, like sporty women. And I quite like that.
Yeah, I dig it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, we want one. Right. So then we were going to talk about, working in the watch industry, what jobs are available, how people could get into it, join in the chat as well. If anyone has got, actually, I put it on the Instagram as well, so we've got some ideas.
Love it. Watch Gringa is in the chat, and she says the watch industry has been listening.
Yes. What with the Breitling?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. It's taken some time, but it's moving in the right direction, I think, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I think No, sorry. So watch jobs in the watch industry. What do I think? Where to start?
Well, I'm the only one not in the watch industry, so I think you guys should talk to me and like sell it to me.
Sell it.
Speaking of, Sam, how are you finding the sales side of the watch industry?
It's been fun. I've only been working there for about almost 3 weeks, but I've had really nice people that like just genuinely want to talk watches with you. and aren't like cocky or anything. I'm sure I'll run into people that are not as nice or, you know, want to show off, but all the people that I've sold watches to are like really nice, just want something nice. They want my opinion about the watch. Like, well, what do you think? Like I've sold some Super Oceans, and they're like, well, what do you think about it? Do you think I could like wear this to work or, you know, on the weekend? I was like, yes, this is perfect. You know, so it's been really nice just to have that like just human interaction with people. I'm not that salesperson that's like all fake and trying to sell it on you. It's like, no, I actually like this too, and let me tell you why. So
yeah, I think that was. Have you had any again, you probably will at some point, but like, oh, you're just a girl, you probably don't know what movement it's in there, or
I haven't yet. I actually had like this one guy ask me like, oh, what's the movement? Do you know what do you know what a movement is? And I'm like, yes, I do. Thank you.
Yes.
I will tell you all about it. Yeah. But not really. Not most guys that come in are really nice and don't treat me like that. So that's good.
I think I
actually had a guy in the middle of the sale ask me for my number. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. No.
I mean,
how many watches
get that a lot.
How many watches are you going to buy?
One. They bought one. I was like, no. If you bought two, we talk.
You get 2 digits. Next time you spend the same amount, you get the other 2.
Yep.
Oh, I like this theory.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Gring has got a good question. Has anyone said, "Oh my God, are you Sam in her watch box"?
I've met just a few people working at like the other store that around us that have been like, I know. It was like actually the watch I was wearing. They were like, I know you because I know that watch. And I was like, do you? Ooh. But yeah, it was really sweet. So yeah, some people actually do follow me, and I work around them now. So that's pretty
That's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're like a local celebrity.
Yes.
Local in LA.
Yes.
So, yeah, love it. So I guess like a sales assistant would probably be the first job that everyone like thinks of, kind of going, you know, into the watch industry, starting off. And I think it's probably if you like. I think it depends on where you work, but I think most of the time, if you like watches, if you like people, then you're fine. Obviously, I think some places are a bit stuffy. And I know people that have come to work in our shop and they've come from like big brands or big chains, and they're like, oh yeah, no, we have to wear shirt and tie, we have to be very formal, you know, whereas I think some places are a little bit more relaxed, and if you can talk about what you love, then it kind of I think, well, I mean, you guys both been the other side of it as well, where you're buying the watches, therefore you know what it is that you are looking for from that side of it, I guess.
Especially how you want to be like treated and like welcomed, you know.
Proper salespeople just stress me out and they just put me off. I'm like, I want to get out because I feel like I'm being forced into buying something. Yeah. And that really puts me off. It needs to flow. It needs to be a conversation. Yeah. And I've tried to, like, I've had people try and sell me stuff and it doesn't seem like they're even into watches themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know a super lot about watches, but I probably know more about them than you. You know the cost, and that's what you're vying for. Like,
and
if you do go through the buying process, like having a positive, relaxed experience just leaves you with such a good, positive memory of it. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you buy a watch and the experience was bad, I think we spoke about this before, like, you love the watch, but the memory of it and like how you got there is always a little bit tainted. And it means you'll probably never go back to that place either. Which is obviously bad for the other people that maybe work there that are decent, and you might miss out on watches because a sales assistant has been way too pushy.
Yeah. And Sam, Julian's asked if you have to hit a particular number of watches a month. So yeah, if you have a target.
Like we do make a goal for ourselves of just what like we personally want to do. Since I kind of came in kind of halfway through the month, I didn't really get a chance to do that, but I did really good for the month of June for only being there for like 2.5 weeks. So we'll see about July. Yeah. So yeah, we do, and just as like the store in general.
Has the boutique been open long?
About a year in that
Okay.
specific location. Yeah.
Yeah, so got an idea of what kind of sales throughout the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's so weird that a sales role doesn't have strict KPIs, like strict targets. That just blows my mind, because it's a very, very different industry, but I used to work in recruitment, and the KPIs and the sales people within that are so heavy on you must hit this, you must hit that. So for me to hear about a sales world that isn't like, if you don't sell this, you're going to be like disciplined.
I know.
That's amazing.
My other sales job I had when I was a few years ago, we would have goals too, and like I would get like a serious talk to of like, well, why didn't you sell this, and why didn't you hit this? And it's like none of that over here, and it's like it's weird to me, because in my mind that's how sales has always been to me, but then like this like completely laid back and different of like, well, you did everything you could. I mean, sometimes it's just not the day to sell. Like I get it, and so but I mean, we do keep track of like like you were saying, all the KPI and what we've been doing, but it's just kind of like your personal, like what you want to do.
And I think like I've always avoided like sales jobs, because I'm like, I can't do it, I'm not that kind of person. But actually like you say, it was almost, I guess there is an element where you might need the goals and targets and things, but if you're just I kind of think if you give good customer service and you don't pressurize someone, then they might not buy it that day, but they'll walk away and they go, actually, you know what? After thinking about it, I do want to go back, and I do want to, because that's the thing, people buying watches, they can choose to buy the watch from anywhere. So they might come in and look at the watch from you, with you, but they might buy it online. So you want to almost convert them to say, actually, no, now I've decided I do want to buy it. I want to go back and I want Sam to get the commission for it. Or
like I want to buy it from that place because I had such a good experience there.
Yeah. It's the thing, isn't it? So Lucy, did you, like, if you could have any job, do you think you know what you'd want to do?
I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest.
Okay,
I love real smart. But like,
okay, so if I kind of do different like areas. So obviously the sales, so like sales assistant, like an area manager. So
you have to work the weekends. I like having my weekends now.
No,
like working in a bar and working in like game and stuff on the weekends when I was younger, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. Weekends are mine.
I get that. Okay, so we'll rule out events. Events, no.
Events are different.
I want to be the other side of the bar.
Events are very different.
Not so much.
I think.
Well, so go back to an area sales manager. So you could, like, say for Breitling, you could travel around, the Breitling, all the retailers that sell Breitling in the area. That could probably be a bit of a Monday to Friday. You see how they're doing. Make sure all their displays are done nicely. All their VM visual merchandising. Do some training with the staff.
That'd be fun.
I could get on board with that.
Could do that.
You get to
that as a maybe.
People, different places. Have an input of different areas, different visuals. Help people in different stores.
Company car.
Yep.
Like the sound of that one.
Okay. We are where we sell Hamilton in the store. I don't know. Occasionally he might watch this, but Jack is the loveliest. Like, I don't want to call him a rep, whatever he is. He's a rep, sales rep, but he's so lovely. He's like, we're actually going out for drinks next week.
Amazing.
So he's like the best. And then again, from like an ordering point of view, you need to order a watch. You call him. He sorts it out. Okay. Area rep. We'll do that. Then okay, so then on the servicing side of things, like think like service center, watchmaker, customer service like advisor, parts manager, which is what I used to be. Like catering
What did that entail, Sam?
Parts manager. So for the service center, every watch that came in for service used to have like replacement gaskets, replacement crown. We used to pick those parts. And then when the watchmaker came to do the repair, like do the service, they might be like, oh, I need a new barrel, I need a new mainspring. I'd have to order all the parts from Switzerland. So that was at Breitling. When I was at Bremont on the other side of it, making the watches, that was sort of long sort of term procurement, I guess. So like, okay, right, we're making this watch. It's got a new case. It takes 6 months to get the samples and approve the samples. Once the samples approved, it's another 6 months to get the minimum order of 500 cases. And it was just kind of managing that. And then a year down the line, you'd get your 500 cases and there'd be something wrong with them. You'd be like, oh shit, what went wrong here?
I don't think people realize how much work servicing is. Like it is. I mean, I've gotten a whole bunch of watches in to get, figure out like servicing and everything. And it's like, you get the order back of what is wrong. And it's like, oh my gosh, that is so much work. And it takes a long time because we have to send it to the servicing center. There's only one in the US.
Wow.
And it's on the East Coast. I'm in the West Coast.
Whole of the US?
Yeah. I'm on the West Coast. It's all the way on the other side on the East Coast. So it takes like 6 to 8 weeks just to get your watch fixed. It could be something very minimal, but it's such a long time. And it's because obviously they take that time to inspect everything. It's not just like, oh, my crown's broken. It's like, okay, but what else is wrong with it? So
or
it's
like, say your crown's fallen off and they'll come in like, oh, you just need to put the crown back on. Well, actually, no, the crown's broken, so it's a new crown. And where you've been wearing it for 6 months with the crown off, you've got dirt inside, you've got moisture inside. Then it takes somebody to take the back off, inspect the movement. Hang on, it has got moisture damage on the movement. It's not a case of just sticking the crown back on. You've got to have the full service. And they're like, no, it's there, just glue it, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's like so many people.
Just glue it. It'll be fine. Yeah, plenty of £5,000 watch.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, it's like sometimes people just don't understand. Like it's like a car. Like you have to keep maintenance. Like you don't want it to just suddenly break, and it's like there's even more issues along the lines. I get so many people that are like, "Oh, you can just fix it in the back, right?" It's like, no, I do not.
You do not know watches.
Nope, I do not get paid to do that. I don't know. Nope, I'm good. No. I'm gonna send it, and I'll let you know when it's back. Yeah, not fun.
Yeah, I suppose when people don't sort of sit there and think, oh, I'll be fixed in like 2 seconds. Like no. You bought a manual wind watch.
Right.
The crown is gone.
Yeah.
If that's the sort of input that you wanted in a watch, you probably should have got a quartz.
Yeah.
Right.
Or just or something else. And there are
these people that whinge about it, like, oh my god, how long is it going to be? Like, why do you need to take that much time? I'm like, well, you need to understand, like, it is a, it's a mechanical watch. It needs a lot of time and a lot of love.
Yeah.
And even testing takes like we usually say sort of 5-day test, because you've got to test the power reserve. So you've got to fully wind it, and then you've got to like literally leave it. So if it's a 48-hour power reserve, you've got to wait 2 days for it to power down, and then we put it from flat. We put it on the windmill to see if the automatic works, and then if it powers back up again. So it takes, and like one guy was like, oh no, like, I want to collect my watch this day, and I was like, well, it hasn't gone through full testing. And then 2 days later he was like, oh, well, it's gaining 6 seconds a day when it should be only gaining 2 seconds a day. And I was like,
told you so.
Yeah, well, if we'd have tested it for 5 days, and we might have been able to adjust that.
I don't understand why people are like so they get really upset, like it's going to take that long. It's like, well, I'd rather get it done right and make sure I inspect everything, so I don't have to come back, and I don't have to spend more money to fix it. It's like, I'd rather just get it like all done, see what is wrong or what I should like be looking for, in the future to get done, rather than like really messing up my watch for life. And I spent thousands of dollars on it.
Yeah.
I think me personally, and I think a couple of other people that I've spoken to where servicing takes quite a long time, a lot of their watches are their babies.
Yeah.
And okay, well, why is my watch going to be away for 8 to 10 weeks? It's just a service. Like, what takes so long? And a run through of what goes on behind the scenes, like why it takes so long, always helps. It's like, okay, well, they're going to do this, this, and this. I'm going to check for this, this, and this. And you sit there and go, oh, okay, fair enough. They're like thoroughly going to look after it. They're thoroughly going to look at it. So I think just that knowledge of what's going to happen probably will set people's minds at rest a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
We have some Instagram royalty in the house, by the way.
Yeah.
Fake Cars Real Watches has finally joined us. We've only been doing it over 6 months, Peddy.
I like that. Are we meant to listen or chat amongst each other? Remain silent, please, and listen carefully.
Yeah. That's all you can do.
Chime in when asked.
Yeah. I don't think people in the chat actually listen to us, do they? I think they have a nice chat amongst themselves.
They do occasionally. They do occasionally, don't they? Yeah. Stateside, Wifey's Watches is also here. Hi, Wifey's Watches. She asked what you were wearing because she missed it because she was with her little one, with little baby.
Oh.
Well, what are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
Me?
You with us? Yeah. You're stateside. You're not UK, Sam.
You're right. I'm wearing a borrowed Zodiac Seawolf. My boyfriend's staring at me right now. Like, with
are you? Missed that bit.
Sorry, you live together now. Borrowed. This is joint. Everything is joint now.
This is love.
Yeah.
You'd have to change it to Sam and her boyfriend's watchbox.
Yep. My borrowed.
Mine and my boyfriend's. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll change mine to Lucy, the shared UK Watchbox Diaries.
Watchbox.
I like it.
Yeah.
Is that a job? That's a job, isn't it?
Right, so on the Instagram, the amount of people that responded to my Instagram saying they wanted to be like ambassadors, influencers.
Yeah.
I guess it is a job. It's just right, should I just read some of these?
Instagram influencers, if I can get my words right.
Yeah.
Real job.
Yeah.
Girls in their fancy outfits and their makeup tutorials have made it a thing.
Yeah.
They make money off of it. Like,
Jugs and loves.
Dollar.
I mean, I'm sure she's probably making a lot.
Good for you.
I joked to somebody earlier about I posted a picture earlier of my boots that I wore to work, and someone joked. It was like, "Oh, you're going to get requests for shoe and watch pictures," and I was like, "Oh my god, maybe I can get an Amazon wish list like Lugs and Jugs does."
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
I'll just get on it. Just get all the free stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People will just keep buying me wine, which isn't a problem.
Not a bad problem to have.
Okay, so Peter2704, he was listening earlier. I don't know if he's still listening. He said he wanted to be a brand ambassador. Dive Watch Dave said he'd want to be David Beckham and wear Tudors. Chancho
just be David Beckham.
Yep.
Yeah. The guy paid to wear fancy watches and sit in cafes as some sort of ill thought out marketing campaign. Massive Clock isn't listening tonight. I haven't seen him in the chat. He said, I quite like this, although I don't know how well it would work. A durability tester. Wear this Langer and go kayaking for a few days.
Oh my gosh.
Not sure I would take a Langer kayaking, but
you might be exhausted after a few days, but
yeah,
give it a go.
You'll find out the durability.
Yeah.
Bradinki said that he would like to be a social media manager.
Yeah.
Don't know
Isn't that basically
qualified.
what he does now? He just doesn't sell things.
Isn't he a chef? It's like a chef by trade.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every time you post food, I'm like, why are you doing this to me?
Yeah.
I've just eaten dinner and now I'm hungry again. Stop it.
Okay, I can't pronounce this. Something like that. He said he wants to be the wee guy that puts the stickers on, which also is a job. It's probably one of, I tried recruiting a QC assistant, but quality control is just a really difficult job because you are staring at watches or parts and you're looking for the smallest imperfection. And then you have to put your stamp on it to say it's perfect. And then when it's not perfect, you're like, I missed it.
That comes back to you.
Yeah. So anyone that wants to be a QC assistant. I did actually, I won't bring it up, but jewellery stylist is a recruitment as well. So if you did want to go on the watch, like work in the watch industry, you could go to a recruitment agency. And I was scrolling through jewellery stylist. I was like, that's at Breitling. It was like QC assistant, Kent, and then like polishing, like polishing person. And I was like, yeah, Breitling. So yes,
jewellery dresser, like a put watches on and like model to like put on the model and just make sure they're the right angle. I could do that.
Visual merchandising.
You know what I'd want to do is be a photographer and actually like capture the watch well and not make it look like all these released pictures because they never look like that, or their background or whatever. Like actually have like actual lifestyle shots. That's how it's going to look in real light and not studio light.
Yeah, I think that's less the photographer, more the I guess the person that like collates everything together and decides like what sort of vision you're gonna have.
Stylist.
I guess like a man. I don't know, creative director. So you could figure like you'd be in charge of what images get taken, what images get put up, what wording gets put up. No, I don't like that picture. It looks fake. Like it's not real. Let's get another one. Because the photographer will just do what he's told.
It's like post-production.
I can't imagine there's a lot of not too much creativity towards the photographer. Maybe like the person that's standing behind them, telling them what they need to be photographing.
Yeah.
I could do that. I'm like, no, up a little. Down a little,
or like props. Like, okay, I guess it's not always just a photograph, isn't it? It's what the photograph is like, what the watch is selling, the lifestyle. And so did some photographing with a good friend who's in the chat. Hi, and he will remain anonymous. And so I had like a Zenith, and then we had like a watch tray, like a really nice leather and suede watch tray, and then like a Goyard. Like card holder, these stupidly expensive card holders.
Yeah. You press the button and they flip, like they push the.
It's got that pattern on it, almost like Louis Vuitton kind of pattern sort of thing. And then it had like one of those. I think this. Well, yeah, it's silly. And then it was like a pair of sunglasses, and it was like, okay, so like I want the idea that you come in and you've like thrown your watch down, you've thrown your sunglasses in your card holder, and it's like, instead of just like this is a watch. And so that's that kind of cool stuff. And also, what about the people that come up with like the slogans and things? Marketing campaigns. Bremont always used to have quite good marketing campaigns.
Marketing would be fun.
Even just marketing,
like visual merchandising and like marketing, all that kind of stuff. I think that's so cool. Like I love that, like how precise it is. Like everything has like a meaning. I love that. I think it's so cool. I know I did meet our visual merchandiser for our store, or like the West Coast. She does like the West Coast boutiques, of how specific she has to be. Like it has to be up to the standard from Switzerland. Like it can't be like, oh, I feel like this would be great. It's like, no, I have to be perfect or we're gonna get in trouble. Like it's intense. But it would be fun. I think it'd be fun.
I mean, that's actually something I was gonna also say is like with Breitling, I found it very much like, this is how we do it in Switzerland. This is how the whole world has to do it. And it's kind of that, would you rather a big brand where it's well known and it's established and everyone knows what they're doing, or a small brand where you might have more of an impact, but okay, a bit like Bremont, when cases turn up wrong, like I'm having an impact, but when it goes wrong, it's a heavy load to bear, I guess, and things do go wrong because it's a small brand, and it's kind of, I guess, weighing up the two.
I think I personally think a smaller brand where you have more autonomy.
Yeah.
Like you have more of a say, more of an input. If it's too rigid, it's you come in, you do your job, you leave. Smaller company, you come in, you feel like you're contributing to something.
More personal.
And if you have a feeling, or you create, you're feeling creative, and they're like, like give it a go, try it. Like, I think that for me would be more,
bit more freedom.
Yeah, like it made my heart happier.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, if you know that you're making a difference, I like that. Sounds making.
If it goes terribly wrong, you can always be like, well, that one didn't work.
Yeah. Okay. Whoops. Sorry about that. Yeah, not so good. But were there any other jobs that I thought about? Yeah,
you got a massive list.
I did. I was a journalist. Something like Barbara Palumbo, isn't it? So yeah, good with words. Not me, unfortunately.
So it'd be a great job if I was better with words.
English in general. I don't think it's my first language. Artists like 1 Hour Watch and Diana.
Yeah,
that could be cool.
Amazing. Love Diana.
Yeah.
Diana.
Diana. Yeah.
Tomato.
And then just back on the watchmaking side of things, like if you're like you want to train to be a watchmaker, a lot of brands can like you can go in as like a casing technician, so you don't touch the movement, but you're taking a service movement and you're putting it into a watch case, and that kind of is a good start. And then they'll sponsor you through watchmaking school. So here in the UK, there's usually a 2-year course in Manchester, and then Rolex, Breitling, Amiga, and every year we'll send 1 or 2 like staff members, and then 2 years later you're a fully trained watchmaker. And then I've just known people that have gone through the training and things, and then you've got like tech managers, training managers who are training other watchmakers, and then on to people who are like designing movements and things like that. I think actually during the school you have to make your own watch. Amy, watchmaker, who went through school and made her own watch. Really cool.
That's insane.
Yeah. I guess you learn the basics, and then they sort of wind you up and let you go as a toy, and just
do your thing.
You know what? Just see where you go, see what happens, and it's that autonomy again.
Yeah, very cool.
You have the tools and go off and be who you are in that industry.
Yeah, it's so funny, isn't it? I don't know if you guys had the same, but like when you're at school and they're like, "Oh, careers advisor, what do you want to be?" and you just don't know what jobs are out there, so you just wouldn't have a clue. And I found it quite overwhelming as well. Like, I don't know what I want to be. I'm
almost 30 and I still don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Oh.
Don't grow up.
Never.
Drunk and happy. So
yes, yeah. I mean, yeah. Sometimes that's the thing as well, isn't it? It's sort of, work to live or live to work. Do what makes you happy. That's what the world needs, more happy people.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
What makes you happy. Right. Anyway, we have surpassed an hour. Anything that we have missed?
No, but I do just want to point out, Caitlin commented on Star Chat Just and said, the problem with brands who insist it's uniform everywhere is that you lose the local charm in areas. Different regions have different cultures and lifestyles. The Swiss way isn't the only way, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
You go when you travel, you go to a specific place because of the local charm. Like, to me, that is a place that I want to go because it's got history, it's got charm, it's got locals that are passionate about what they do in that area. And yeah, I feel like that is the same with smaller brands.
Yeah, with large brands, but like again, Breitling. I mean, again, it might have changed a lot now. Sounds going to be fine, but I definitely came up against it when it's like, this is how we do it in Switzerland. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't work like that here. And they're like, you have to do it, but it didn't work, and they're like, you still have to do it. And then again, at the time when I left, they had like a big change of management in the UK. Someone came over to Switzerland, put in those changes. Like, everything was running fine, and then a couple of managers left. People came from Switzerland, loads of changes, and then I think for about 10 months, one member of staff left every month. Like, everyone's like, nah, not doing this anymore. I know. So I think it's settled now. People are happier there now. But yeah, I think that's a big thing.
Big shake up.
Yeah. But cool. All right then. Well, we could wrap this up here. Anything else in the chat? Anyone else? Any other? I don't think there are any other.
Gring is off to the chippy.
Nice.
Good girl.
Nice.
But no.
Cool.
Okay.
Right,
very last question.
Mm-hmm.
What do we think the Hodinkee Unimatic combo collab is going to be?
I don't know what it's going to be, but I just had a sudden thought. My Hodinkee swatch that I love, would it be nice if it was like a white dial, blue like indices? Because we've not seen that from Unimatic before, and it's a bit Hodinkee-esque.
That would look good.
Their white dial stuff reminds me of like their NASA watch that they have.
Yeah.
Like that, but slightly different colour.
Yeah.
Don't know how underwhelmed I'm going to be, but I'll let you know.
Tune in next week to figure out on a scale of 1 to really horrendously underwhelmed. Sam is.
I think it's the 8th. I don't think it's out until the 8th. Where are we? Coming soon. Although it's American, so they get their dates the wrong way around. Yeah, the 8th and the 7th.
Why do you do that?
I know.
I don't know. You could have.
Why do you go the month, the day, the year?
I don't know.
Do you also go minutes, seconds, hours?
No, I don't. Yeah, I have no idea. Everything's backwards. We don't use. We're the only country that doesn't use the metric system. We don't make any sense. Yeah, we have our own it's dumb.
And temperature as well. Fahrenheit.
Yeah, Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
No.
It always seems excessive, and then I'm like, Fahrenheit.
Yeah, no.
I know.
It's really cold. It was like 40 degrees. I'm like, that's not really cold. I think I was watching a program last night. Yeah, so confused.
On that note.
Okay. Yeah, we shall wrap up. To all our American friends, hello, we love you.
Have a good day. Have a good morning.
Yeah.
Sorry if we've offended with our Amiga English American.
Yeah. I'm going to say, if you liked it, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down twice. We actually got some thumbs down on our last show.
No,
it's probably only because it was like 2 hours long.
And Dave
was on it.
Oh my gosh!
Did we actually?
Yeah, guys, thumbs up, please.
Please give us some thumbs up.
We did get some thumbs up as well. We just got 2 thumbs.
Really nice. Okay.
And if you are listening to this via the SWL Lugs edition, so you don't want to see our faces, which is totally understandable. Also subscribe to that and just pop onto this YouTube live and give it a thumbs up and a follow as well, just so we know what sort of content you guys like.
More of this, less of this.
Yeah.
No.
You can instead of putting the thumbs down, just put comments, and then if they're horrible, we can
constructive criticism.
Accept your constructive criticism and delete your comment.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll take it in stride and be like, that's great. Delete.
And gone.
It's been lovely. Thank you everyone for the chat,
joining.
for joining
Yes.
live. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next Wednesday at 7 p.m. UK time.
Lovely. Cheers, guys. I'll speak to you later.